The life of a professional tennis player can be very rewarding, but it is also physically draining. Good doctors and physios are in high demand during Grand Slams as players try to keep themselves injury-free. Michael Felgate caught up with one Italian doctor who many players say heals like magic.
Meet Dr. Pier Francesco Parra, one of the most popular people in town during the Australian Open. Dr. Parra's healing hands and his magic machine work on the who's who of the tennis world, and he has some big fans.
Obviously he's doing a great job helping us out and recovering our muscles, you know, after such a long day and long matches.
A lot of people have said it's almost like a magic machine. Have you found that?
Yes, well, yeah, but, you know, you don't want to ask two questions about it, you know.
Dr. Parra is a surgeon in Tuscany, but follows the tennis tour's Grand Slam circuit with his specially designed laser machine.
It works because the light of the laser go deep inside the tissues, and there is the possibility to get a big anti-inflammatory power.
Dr. Parra's makeshift medical centre during the Australian Open is his room at the Grand Hyatt, and it could do with a revolving door.
During the day, normally 40, 45, depends in the starting of the tournament.
The doctor has been perfecting his invention for the past 20 years, and the changes have been more than noticeable in all areas.
In 1988 it was a big machine. It's impossible to travel around with the machine. It was more than 100 kilos, and I was tiny. But now I became so big and the machine is little, and so it's bigger change.
If you're in Sydney, why not come down to the Australian Open Live site at Circular Quay if you can't make it to
Investigate.
There's a strange phenomenon sweeping Wimbledon, and it's all to do with a man and his box of laser magic. He's known as Dr. Guru, the magician by some, but simply the doc will do. Armed with his trusty invention, he turns injury-weakened warriors into battle-ready warriors.
I started in 1988 with the first equipment was a surgical laser defocusing, very big, so it was impossible to carry with us in the treatment. But after a lot of years, in 1997, we performed a new apparatus that is called FP3 system and can go deep in tissues to treat a lot of pathologies of muscular tendons and ligaments that are so often injured in this sport. I am a surgeon, a specialist in general surgery, but with these new methodologies, we have the possibility to do surgery without cutting the skin, and so it's enough to have a normal room.
For a decade he was doctored to Italian skiing great Alberto Tomba, then served Juventus. But now it's all about tennis, and he sees 30 players a day at these championships, including the likes of Ana Ivanovic, Ivan Lubicic and Jonas Bjorkman. And he has a success rate of 97%.
This is the treatment that is very high power. There's 20 seconds almost each treatment. You can repeat 3-5 times till 10 a day to the athletes. Depends from the pathology. This is a tendons problem.
Can you feel anything there, Liesl, that's happening to you?
No, it's just a little bit hot, and you know, it just depends how aggravated the area is. You'll feel if it's warm or not, and then Dr. Parra goes accordingly how much you need, and he fixes it.
The treatment with laser, because useful, we use a soft laser for therapy or high power laser for surgery. And my invention was to use high power for therapy. And so I use this system is defocusing the laser, and in this case are 3 lasers inside. You have to use the right position just to send the energy deep in tissues. Otherwise, if you use the surgical laser in a non-defocusing way, you can cut or coagulation or vaporizing the tissues. In this kind, you can do the treatment sending the energy inside without cutting the skin. It's a surgical procedure, but using in therapy.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm fixed.
In just a matter of seconds. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's why it works so good for us, because we come off 5 minutes in the morning or 10 minutes, depending what injury you have, what you need, or maybe if it's just a niggle and you come in the evening and keeps you good.
Down second mark for Liesl Huber. After 10 years of hard graft, she'll always be able to say, I am a Wimbledon champion.
I had a pectoral muscle that was very sore. You know, I saw him the Friday, I saw him the Saturday, I saw him twice on Sunday, and by the time we played our match on Wednesday, it was completely gone. We ended up winning the title.
I think Andy Murray should have had your number pre-tournament, I think, shouldn't he? Could have helped him out. Thanks for your time.
Thanks you.
Thank you.
Certainly could have. I think I could book him for about an hour and a half with all the eggs and